UCLA football is front and center here on Mark Rogers TV. The voice of college football was Tony Siracusa from Last Word on College Football. I encourage you to join him and the rest of the staff right there for college football coverage year round. All right, Tony, going to set you up with some questions here. So this is some fun,
all right,
off-season topics just to kick around. We're all fans at heart. That's why we do this.
Sure.
And so the wins and losses mean something to us. They get to us. So as a historian yourself who has followed and loved UCLA football for many, many ages, I'm not going to go into particulars there. Your favorite win. So this doesn't necessarily need to be the most pronounced win or the greatest win in the history of the program. Whatever would be your most cherished win.
Wow. Okay. I've got two of them.
Okay.
One, sorry, got to do it to you. 1976 Rose Bowl, UCLA with John Shara, Wendell Tyler, Jerry Robinson, knocks off #1 Ohio State with Archie Griffin, Cornelius Green at quarterback. That was pretty epic. See, I was at the 1966 Rose Bowl win over Michigan State, but I was 2 months old, so I have no recollection of it whatsoever. But the 1976 one, I remember it well, being there, sitting in the corner of the end zone. I remember it well. Having a friend sitting at home recording the radio broadcast of it, because there was no way to record a TV broadcast at home at that time. So I listened to it on the radio, even years later. From a little bit more of a personal standpoint, I would say the 1992 UCLA game at the Rose Bowl versus Washington, and it's an obscure game to most people, but the real quick version of it was the reason I became a UCLA fan when I was a kid is I had family who went to UCLA, but my grandfather and I used to go to UCLA games when I was growing up. They played at the Coliseum back then. They shared it with USC and the Rams, for that matter, also. And he would buy 2 season tickets every year, and it was just the two of us hanging out at the Coliseum every year for these games. And it was phenomenal. It was a great growing up time with someone that I idolized. When I went to college, my grandparents retired, moved to Palm Springs. 1992, my best friend and I got our own seats for the first time. We were grown-ups. We could afford it. He couldn't make it to the Washington game, so I got the bright idea. My grandfather was not in great health. I called him and told him just to be ready. I drove down from LA, drove to Palm Springs on a Friday night. Saturday, we drove all the way back up to Pasadena, and I took him to that game on my tickets, with courtesy of me. And it was a big deal. UCLA was down 15-0 in about the first 3 minutes, and came back to win the game. But it was an epic game because UCLA won. My grandfather talked about it for what remaining years he had left, so that always ranks up as a favorite also. Those are the personal moments when you're a fan.
Yeah, that's very cool when you can merge the sports excitement with family, friends, those people that mean the most to you.